Welcome glamorous friends to another Blogging It Up. My name is Robert and today I'm going to do a review of Inglourious Basterds. But before I jump into that review, I just want you to take a look behind me. You see this cluttery mess here? I mean, it's horrible. There's no effort for me to make the background look nice. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully, for my next review, I'm going to set up a desk, a chair, put some posters in the background, have better lighting, make everything more glitz and glam. Inglourious Basterds takes place in an alternative timeline. I say that because things that happen in this movie are fictional. A lot of facts are totally blown out the window, so it becomes its own universe. Now, there's two storylines in this movie, but both storylines revolve around the same cause. The same cause is to take down the German army. First you have the Inglourious Basterds, which is run by Aldo Rain, aka Aldo Apache. The Bastards consist of American Jews. They're a guerrilla type army, very small in numbers, but anytime they're on screen, there's some fantastic scenes. With the Bastards storyline, it's just kind of straightforward. They're a bunch of American Jews who want to take down the Nazis. On the other hand, you have this other storyline with this girl called Shoshana, who changes her name to Emmanuel. Now, as a kid, her parents were killed, she got away, she set up a cinema in France. So she's been running this cinema for a while. She has a love interest that works there. Everything is going smooth until she meets a soldier called Frederick. Now, Frederick is a famous German soldier because he sniped over 300 people in the war. And he gets this movie made about him called A Nation's Pride. He stars as himself in it. And Frederick has this immediate attraction to Emmanuel and tells her, I want my movie played at your cinema. It may be smaller, but he's trying to impress her. And she's not falling for it because she hates the Nazis. They killed her own family, but she decides to go along with it because she wants to plot her revenge against the Nazi party, and that's where her storyline goes. Whereas the Bastard storyline is straight up forward. Hers is a little bit more complicated, has a lot more plot to it, and even though her scenes aren't as fun and bloody, her scenes do consist of great dialogue and great plot. Some scenes in this movie are really long. Some scenes felt like 20 minutes or more, and I know what you're thinking, the word bored pops up into your head, but the scenes don't play out boring at all. They actually play out really interesting, a lot of tension building, and there's massive amounts of payoff after every really long scene. And there's an actor in this called Christopher Waltz. He plays a villain. His character is a detective. He's called the Jew Hunter. And this guy is fucking fantastic. If you're going to go see this movie, go see it for him. I mean, to me, he should get the Actor of the Year award. The guy was phenomenal, fantastic. Anytime the Jew Hunter came into a scene, he came across polite. He came across as a fair guy. But the more he talked, the more sinister he became. And the way it was played was phenomenal. Man, this guy is fantastic. I can't praise this guy enough. Thumbs up to him. The actress that played Emmanuel was fantastic. She has a great scene where she's sitting at a dinner table and she's talking to Christopher Waltz's character. And you have a scene at the start of this movie, and the end of the dinner scene just plays off perfectly. Like I said before, really long scenes, but they play off very nicely at the end. Of course, Brad Pitt was just fantastic in this as well. I would like if he got more screen time, but the screen time he did have, he was just funny as hell. Eli Roth, who everyone doesn't like for some reason, they say he's overrated. I prefer Eli Roth as an actor over being a director. I mean, I really enjoyed his character in this movie. He's called the Bear Jew, and he just gets a baseball club and just beats Nazis to death. And as we're on the topic of talking about violence, there isn't a whole lot of over-the-top violence in this, but when there is violence, it's incredibly gory. Like I was just saying, the bear Jew played by Eli Roth, and there's a scene where he picks up the baseball bat and starts beating this Nazi in the head, and you can see the baseball just smashing his face in. I mean, it is gruesome. I love my violence, and there's a good amount to keep me happy. The movie does have its faults. I mean, like I said, the long scenes, while they were a great payoff, I can't imagine myself sitting back down, watching this movie again, going through all those scenes, because I know what the payoffs are. I know what's going to happen at the end of these scenes. So it's not going to, I don't think it's going to have that same effect on me the second time around. And I wish a lot of those scenes were cut down more. And like I said, there was violence in this, there was enough to keep me happy, but I wish there was more violence. I wish there was more over-the-top stuff. Overall, I really enjoyed Inglourious Basterds. I had a damn good time watching it. Go with a bunch of friends. It's so much fun. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to visit my site, www.filmspunk.com. It's my film site. I update it on a daily basis. I hope to have my Inglourious Basterds written review up later. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.